At this level where you're really looking at one Internet of Things solution for one specific problem, most manufacturers are having to grapple with the fact that there are potentially multiple components that you have to tack together to be able to deploy an Internet of Things solution. And so it has to deliver some real tangible values. You've got to worry about the data collection in the device, how much money you spend on that, what network you're going to use to collect that data, where is that data stored, do you process the data yourself or do you use the cloud? And then you have to build the intelligence to analyze that data live. And this is a skill set that most enterprises don't have. So that complexity is what's slowing down the adoption of Internet of Things. There is not a one-stop shop to buy an Internet of Things solution. If you think about the Internet of Things, it really has two evolutionary levels. The first level, where we're at today, is where a manufacturer wants to implement Internet of Things into one of its devices to be able to operate that device at a higher level of performance. Maybe it's reducing the cost, selling more, providing more service. The second level, and where we're really getting excited about working with GE, is when you start connecting systems of internets of things. So if GE's MRI scanners can be connected to someone else's X-rays and maybe a chronic illness wearable device, maybe a hospital can actually run itself more effectively. And so GE calls this second higher level of the Internet of Things, they call this the Industrial Internet. Bring it back to that first level. What we're working on with General Electric today is the deployment of an application that they have built called Predix. And Predix is a system that allows them to create a digital twin of every single device that they sell. Every jet, every wind turbine, every MRI scanner lives digitally as a twin inside of Predix. And all the data they collect about the real world is then used to then, if you will, mature the digital twin. So that the digital twin is what gives predictive analytics on things such as when I next need to be maintained. And that's where we're working with GE today. And they have been doing this with us in all three regions of the world, the Americas, the Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and Asia Pacific. It's the next generation of the industrial internet with GE Healthcare that we're getting really excited about. As with any technology, I've been selling technology and developing technology solutions for, it's kind of scary, hold on, 33 years. So I've been watching technology evolve from the beginning of the client-server era in the mid-1980s. So when a new technology like this develops, you see a massive desire to adopt that technology, but no standards exist. And so everything's happening in silos. General Electric manages MRI scanners. Philips has a diabetic wearable system. And maybe someone else is creating a route planning application for ambulances. The next generation is when this all settles down and some standards are created, you can start marrying all of these different data sets together to create a new level of patient outcome. And all of these companies are talking about how they want to not just do their product and do that well. So in GE's case with MRI scanners diagnosis, they want to get into the whole patient life cycle. How does this patient live a healthy life? How do we coach the patient to do the right things to be able to not have to get sick? And then when sick, how do we then do diagnosis and then do recovery and then do permanent aftercare to ensure that the situation doesn't arise again? And this next generation is for some people very scary because it assumes a level of knowledge about me that I don't know people have. But the benefits to us as a society will be phenomenal. It's the only way national health systems will be able to survive on their current budgets with people that are aging.